Bek Lover.
Oh, it's another night here at the Comeback Team Studios. I'm in here late because I gave you my word. I'll podcast every moment I can. I will not miss a day. I got to stay true to you, my friends. This is Bek Lover, and we got a lot to talk about. Drones in the sky, cover-ups, New Jersey, the Middle East. We're living in crazy times, man. We're living in interesting times. If it's your first time joining my podcast, make sure you smash that subscribe button. I got tons of content, not just talking about news and current events, interviews, all types of stuff. I'm a very broad guy. I cover a lot of different topics, and I want to make sure you don't get lost out there with all the noise. This is your boy Bek Lover, one of the top-ranked podcasters in the world, and I'm happy you joined us here on Interesting Times with Bek Lover. So, I'm not far from where all this activity is with the drones. You go online, everyone's talking about different theories. It's aliens, it's Iran, it's this, it's that. Bottom line is, we're all like, what the hell is going on? You know? What the hell is going on? What we can confirm, the most important thing, and I'm just trying to pull up some of these comments here. The most important thing that we can confirm right now is that there's definitely a cover-up. Let's start there. There's a cover-up, okay? There's a cover-up. That's number one. I mentioned it yesterday. That there's no way with the technology we have today, with people like Elon Musk, that people, basically kiss his butt as far as he's this superhero and, he's the savior of the world. He's going to get us to Mars, and he can't tell us about what's flying over New Jersey. Really? You don't think they know? So it leaves two options. Three, technically. But here's the three options. One, it's their technology. They're doing a PSYOP. They're testing. They're collecting data, something like that. Option two, it is a foreign adversary. Maybe they have some capability that could create chaos. Maybe we're being held hostage right now and we don't even know it. Maybe there's something flying in the air. They can just release some type of chemical agent or biochemical war. Who knows? That's option two. And they're not telling us because it would create pandemonium. Everybody would leave New Jersey. They don't get. You think they're going to tell you? You're going to be the last to find out. They're going to be in their bunkers, drinking and enjoying life. So that's option two. Option three is what everyone else thinks. It's, staged, aliens. Listen, you know where I stand. If we see something that looks like aliens, they ain't aliens. Those are demons. That means they got through to this dimension. They're going to try to deceive us. They're the shapeshifters. They are the reptilians. They ain't no aliens. If you believe in God. If you don't believe in God, you don't believe in the story of Adam and Eve, you don't believe in the warfare between our creation and theirs, then cool. Then to you, that's alien. There's nothing alien about this to anyone that believes in God. Period. Now, I would have made another episode about Billy Carson or Tyrone or whatever his name is. He had identity theft. He has 100 different IDs. He's got a different alias. He's had identity theft. This guy is a joke at this point. Don't forget, I called this out back in June. And I am going to make an episode to deal with Wes Huff, by the way. Like I said, I got respect for all faiths. I respect everyone's opinion to choose. But if you're going to spew lies, if you're going to spew nonsense, I'm going to call you out. And I'm going to challenge you. I don't care if you're a scholar of Islam, a scholar of Christianity, a scholar of Hinduism, whatever it is. If I smell BS, I'm going to call you out on it. It doesn't mean I don't respect your opinion. It doesn't mean I don't respect your religion. I chose what I believe. No one taught me my religion. I don't come from a spiritual family. I come from a very secular family. I speak for myself. It's not something daddy spoon-fed me. It was actually the opposite. When I became spiritual, my family was against me. Okay? They didn't want me becoming spiritual or religious or whatever, fanatical in their minds. But there's a lot of nonsense. Now, debunking Billy Carson, not a big deal, man. The guy's a snake oil salesman. Anyone that's been around the block could see it from a million miles away. All that Billy Carson proves to me is that people need to believe in something. That's a fact. They need to believe in something. There's this something inside of us as human beings, some type of ingredient that God put into us, that for the most part, most of us feel this desire to believe in a higher power. I believe there's some type of ingredient. To my understanding, there's even a part of the brain that when they touch it, it's called I forgot what it's called, the God spot, if I'm not mistaken. Let me see if I can pull that up before I get into today's stories. God spot. Let's see. Here we go. Let's see. Let's read this together. The God spot is a theoretical concept that a specific part of the brain is responsible for religious experience and belief. However, most studies have not found a single localized area of the brain that controls all religious experiences. Instead, research suggests that multiple areas of the brain are involved in many aspects of spirituality. Some scientists believe that the brain has evolved to be sensitive to beliefs that improve the chances of survival. This could explain why a belief in God and the supernatural became so widespread in human history. Other research suggests that the brain's God spot may be rooted in neural circuits in the periaqueductal gray area of the brainstem. I'm not saying that word again. You guys see the word is right here. You say that word. The periaqueductal gray is a part of the brainstem, which is located far below the cerebral cortex or thinking cap. Some research also suggests that the damage to the right parietal lobe of the brain is associated with spiritual experiences. So, basically, there's studies that have been done that believe that there's a part of the brain that, makes us want to believe in God. I don't think it's by accident. I think it was placed in there by the Creator. Honest to God, I'll tell you, I've lived both lives. And again, I'm not here to push my faith on you. I've lived both lives. I have lived a life of excess, okay, without going into too much detail. I have lived a life that, not as crazy as Dan Blazarian, but not that far, bro. Not that far at all off from that lifestyle. And it's an empty one. And I've lived life on what I would call the path of light. Submission to the Creator, in constant prayer, fasting, seeking knowledge, trying to help people without bragging about it. There's a lot I've done that none of you know about. That's between me and God, because that keeps the intention pure. Eventually, I will show some of the things I do because I think it's important to inspire other people to want to help other people. I believe everything can be contagious in a good way, meaning courage is courageous, right? That's how dictators are overthrown, right? Enough people say, you know what, I had enough. If we're all going to go down, let's go down together. Let's get rid of this piece of shit. And that's contagious, right? That's what happens. That's why when they overthrew the Romanian dictator, they were charging machine guns and they didn't care. They had enough. They were like, I had enough. This is not a life. This is not a future. If I lose my life, I don't care. Courage is always courageous. So remember, to those of you that are awake, and I believe my audience is awake, I don't claim to know everything. I don't claim to be perfect. I forecast, I make analysis, I can make mistakes. Only God truly has the wisdom and knows the future. But in that effort, I know a lot of you are awake. You got to be out of your fucking mind to listen to me, okay? If you're in the live stream right now, Chris and Valen and Charles and First Pillar, my brother, if you're watching me right now, you got problems. Because you don't want to accept the world that we live in. You know there's something wrong with it. It's like in the Matrix when Neo's up all night, he's looking for the truth. You know there's something wrong with the world. Something you don't want to accept it. And I don't either. I don't believe people have to lose their lives the way they're losing their lives. I don't believe that we need to allow this type of evil to control us. I believe it's better to not even be alive than to allow tyranny and evil spread throughout the earth. And to lose your freedom, you might as well not have a life. What is your people talk about, you ever heard these conversations where people go, God forbid, like, and I've had friends, man, in the past, and God forgive me. And, I've had friends, and you've seen videos online, the guy that's like, they chopped him at the hip. He's got no arms, no legs. He just lays in bed with a tube. That guy that was inside the iron lung, he lived forever in an iron lung, those that had polio. And then, you have these talks with your friends, like, if I'm ever in that condition, pull the plug. Don't let me suffer, just pull the plug. And I've had to pull the plug on family before, You're artificially keeping them alive. They're not breathing. There's nothing there. You're keeping them there, and there's no quality. Pull the plug. I told my family too. If I can't sustain myself, if God wants me out, don't keep me alive on a machine artificially. What's crazy to me is how many people are willing to live an artificial existence, just like being plugged into a machine with no reality. They want to be controlled. They want to be spoon-fed what to believe, what to think, what to talk, what to do. And the people would say, well, religion teaches you that. Well, it depends. It depends. For me, I don't see anything wrong with submitting to a creator. If you truly believe there's a God, if you truly believe that this is a test, if you truly believe that this life is not random, none of this is by accident. We didn't just appear out of nowhere. If you believe there's a day of reckoning, if you believe there's a day of judgment, if you believe that something created this universe and it wasn't just for sport. It's one of my favorite verses of the Quran. God says, I didn't create the heavens and the earth for my amusement. Meaning, there's actually a purpose. There's a reason we're here. And it wasn't random, and it wasn't accident, and it wasn't to beat our sticks looking at videos on our cell phones late at night after we smoked a joint and drank and did horrible things and live our life in a way of excess and literally like cattle. I don't think we're here by accident. I truly don't think we are here by accident. I've seen too many coincidences for it to not be a coincidence. But in the theme of what I'm trying to say to all of you, this is why people like Billy Carson exist. Because when their religion fails them and nothing makes sense, they want an answer. They don't want to, subconsciously, human beings don't want to feel like we're just here for like, okay, I'm just here, I live, and my life kind of sucks. So I guess, hopefully the next life will be better. Like there's this inert energy in us that doesn't want to accept that this is all there is. I don't believe this is all there is. I really don't. I truly, truly don't. I've had too many I don't know, man, signs, bro. Nothing's random about this world at all. You don't make your bed. When you come home, you find your bed a mess. You don't lift the toilet, you pee on the seat. Nothing's by accident. You leave your life to chance, it usually doesn't turn out too well. Maybe I'll get up, maybe I won't. I don't feel like it. It's the people that have purpose that live the best quality of lives. And clearly money is not making a lot of people happy. They have it. How many billionaires? That guy that owned Fandango or whatever the fuck, he jumped off the building in New York. It happens every day. Michael Jackson was using anesthesia to go to sleep, supposedly, if he wasn't taken out by the powers that be. Because they can't get any peace. And for me, I speak for myself, my brothers and sisters. I know many Christians have felt the same way. When I pray, when I'm going, today I had a horrible day. That's why I'm so late. I had a really, and I hate to even complain because I've gotten to this level now where I really try to put myself in a position where I think of everyone else. I think of people that have way bigger problems than me. Last week, I spent all week being grateful to God, literally with tears in my eyes. God, thank you for everything, the good, the bad, the horrible, everything I've been through. I'm so grateful to you. I'm sorry if I've ever complained. I feel like I failed the test, man. He gave me a little bit of a bumpy day today, and I failed. I'm so mad at myself. I feel like, we want to say we believe in God and we want to be good people, and then when these tests come, we fail. We miss the chance to exercise patience. You know, if you pay, it's like a beautiful quote I saw on videos, like, I prayed for strength, so God gave me, this problem. I prayed for this, God gave me that problem. Like, we don't understand how God answers our prayers. All I know is he does. For me, he has. You listening to me right now is proof. I asked God, I said, God, give me a voice the world hears, and I promise you I will use it for good. I will try to stand up for what is right. I will not go silently into the night. What happens? Viral, viral, viral. Billions of views. I'm not making this up. It's true. If you would have told me I would have became basically world famous at the age of 40, I'd have laughed at you. I didn't know what I was doing when I started this thing. I had no idea where this was going to go. And I didn't start it to talk about news or religion either, by the way. Just a news flash for those of you that are new here. I started podcasting 5 years ago, interviewing some of the most fascinating people in the world. Those interviews are still up. People like Rachel Ray, people like Carol Baskin. I made intention. God sent me somewhere else. And now I feel like I have a duty. And really what set it off for me was 2019, because I had just started my pod. 2019 happens. They shut us down. I know what was coming. I knew what was coming. I saw the game. I said, I'll be damned if I stay quiet now. And I paid a heavy price for it. When you guys are wondering why I don't have more followers, people don't have the type of viral videos that I do over and over and over again on Instagram, on TikTok. We're talking about billions of views shared by some of the biggest celebrities in the world. Look at my channel. I don't know if I should start a new one. I don't know. But you explain to me, because they don't like what I'm saying, man. They just don't. I had one video go viral on this channel about Albanians and Nigerians. It was like the most random video. I couldn't believe it got 1 million views. I was like, what the? All this hard work, hours and hours a day, chopping clips, thumbnails. It's a very tedious process. I swear to God, it's very painful. It's not fun. And when you're doing it with just a couple of people, because I don't have the resources right now, I'm dealing with a lot. But I refuse to give up. I refuse to be denied. And I will not be denied. So, I don't know. I'm rambling right now. All I want to say is this. To sum up what I was saying, people need to believe in something. Now, there's a lot of atheists, and I've met plenty of atheists that are good people. They really are. Like, they're not bad. To me, an atheist is someone that wants to believe in God but feels let down by God. They don't understand the concept of divine wisdom. That there's just going to be some things that are beyond your comprehension. But I believe there's enough evidence to support that this world was designed. I look at my hands, the perfection in them, man. The limbs, the way I'm talking, we're amazing, man. We are amazing creatures, man. There's so much to us. And I don't think we evolved. I really don't. I think maybe evolution occurred with the creatures on this planet, but I believe humans came down. They were cast down, which makes us the aliens, folks. You know the devil existed before Adam. Now, the Christians say he was a fallen angel. I don't agree with that argument. I don't. I don't believe he was an angel. I believe he was a species of the demonic realm that had free will. Angels don't have free will. That's why we call him angel. Oh, he's an angel. He's an angel. Why do we call people? He's an angel. It means he can't do anything wrong. And that's what the truth. Angels can't do anything wrong. They can only do what God commands them to do. They take orders. They don't decide. They take orders. They are God's soldiers. They're the ones that will destroy the earth when the time comes and all that other stuff, right? They bring the plagues and all that. Like the angels are the soldiers of God, man. They do only what God commands. That's another thing we have in common, by the way. Christians, Jews, we believe in the same angels. Michael, Archangel Michael, Gabriel, peace be upon them. People listen to this episode, they think I'm out of my mind. If they don't believe in God, they think, this guy lost his mind. This guy, why am I listening to this guy? Let me hit unsub. Like this guy's out of his mind. Just ask yourself, man. You know, I don't know. I felt like coming on tonight One of you wrote me a comment, you're going on. I say, you know what? I'm not going to let these people down, man. I'm going to come on there. I'm going to rant. The bottom line is, I don't think we're here by accident. I don't think your life is meaningless. I think there's purpose. I think God gives us a chance. I think so many of us, we get stuck in our trauma, these horrible things that happen to us. I just want you to know I go through it too. Today I had a really bad day. That's why I'm on the air so late. But I hate to even say it because you know what? I'm healthy. I'm okay. My kids are alive. My parents are alive. I have a beautiful place to live. I had food. I have power on. I've got to do things that most people may never get to do, man. Most people don't even get to see anything. They don't get to go anywhere. Who am I to complain? Who am I to be ungrateful? And I think so many of us, we're not grateful. We're just not grateful. We're ending another year. So many people didn't make it to 2025, man. Especially if they're in healthcare, Shit. I had to make the joke, man. Fuck. I said it's not funny to make fun of it, but I set that one up. It was there. I had to go for the low-hanging fruit. But I'm telling all of you, I lost 70 pounds this year. I've made some big leaps. I had a very rough few years, my friends. You have no idea. I don't discuss my personal. I had a very rough few years. And it's easy to give up. I swear to God, I've wanted to give up so many times on this podcast. If I gave up when I felt like giving up, I would have never gone viral. My message would have never reached the amount of people it did. You wouldn't be here right now with me in this moment in time. Yeah, you're not in my studio with me, but you're watching me in real time, live. Live, Trent. Live, Poor Management. Live, Ennis de Paris. You're watching it live. We're sharing a moment in time in this dimension. I've always looked at meeting people like a gift. Even though I've been hurt by so many, unnecessarily, man. I've made mistakes. So sometimes I've definitely deserved what I got. But I've always viewed meeting other human beings as this special gift that for one moment in time, in this very scarce amount of time that we get, I shared a moment with you. I got to see you. I got to speak to you. I got to hear your voice. For one moment, we were etched in destiny. Whether it's the guy making my coffee or the person at the doctor's office checking me in, I've always enjoyed every encounter given normal people that for 1 second, it was written into our destiny that we would meet each other in this world. We would have one moment together in this life. And I believe that that's preserved for eternity, meaning in God's universal book, the true universal ledger, not Bitcoin and crypto. There is a universal ledger. It's the one that God, when first he created the pen and he commanded the pen to start writing everything that would be and everything that would come, every word that would be spoken, everything that would be created. There is a universal ledger, but that ledger belongs to the one that created the heavens and the earth, who gave life to you and me, in my humble opinion. That's the universal ledger, not crypto, not what's going to enslave humanity. You mark my words on this. I'll stop podcasting if it doesn't, unless someone stops it. But if it continues the course it's going, I promise you it will lead to the enslavement of humanity. Guaranteed.
Well, they can't control Bitcoin, and they can't do this, and they can't do anything with that, and they can't do us, and they can't make us do anything because it's decentralized.
Really? Why does it have value, though? Because of speculation. Because of companies that accept it. Because all it takes is one law to say this cannot be accepted by any corporation and it loses its value overnight. The reason XRP is going up is because the government might accept it and use it to audit, which I think is a part of the plan. The plan is to say, we have lost billions and trillions of dollars. We can't keep track of government spending, so we must use crypto to preserve and to know. So everything's on the ledger. They can't just send money around the world anymore and pens and this and that, and it'll destroy corruption. This is how they introduce us to the New World Order, is what it's looking like. First, the government jumps on board. It skyrockets. People make millions of dollars. They're doging it. They're getting subliminal messages. Everyone's in it. I love it. Oh, my God, this is great. They're going to fight corruption? Yeah, they're going to fight corruption. It's only going to cost you your freedom 30 years from now, forever. If you fart, they're going to tax you. But enjoy it. Enjoy your short-term gains. Remember this lecture. Enjoy it. I promise you it comes with a heavy price. So, that's what's going on, in my opinion. And again, I welcome your comments. I read them. It's me. It's me responding. Let's get back to the aliens over New Jersey. Blumenthal joins calls for New Jersey drones to be shot down if necessary. That's one scary looking motherfucker right there. Let me tell you something. If you're dead asleep and you're walking, like you get up in the middle of the night and he's your house guest and you saw his face in the middle of the night, he looked like a fucking devil, this guy. Blumenthal joins calls for New Jersey drones to be shot down if necessary. Senator Richard Blumenthal has called for the drones spotted flying over New Jersey and other parts of the Northeast to be shot down if necessary, as the mystery continues over who is responsible for the unmanned aerial vehicles. We should be doing some very urgent intelligence analysis and take them out of the skies, especially if they're flying over airports and military bases. What do they know that they're not telling us? What do they know? Because they know. If you don't think they know, you're a fool. They know. They know. They can know that they don't know either, meaning they might not know. But they're not making any statements. It's all bullshit. Cover up. If I had to guess, PSYOP, false flag. That's my guess. Here's a video circulating right now. Sam Tripoli posted it, but I think I have a better version of it. You won't believe this. I just got a drone video from Montville, New Jersey, doing what looks like target practice. This is next level stuff. Someone is definitely testing shooting capabilities from the air. You have to see this. This is posted by New Jersey Freedom Fighter 2 hours ago, okay? Here's the video. You can see it looks like lasers being shot. It literally looks like Star Wars. It doesn't look like a missile. It doesn't look like bullets. It looks like, look at this. It's like lasers. Motherfucker. Literally looks like lasers. I like how the guy in the video is like, motherfucker. Like, you know, we're funny human beings. We see something bad. Instead of saying, God help us and God protect us, we're motherfuckers. Like, we're crazy, bro. Human beings are funny people, dude. Motherfucker. You hear him? So that's, you know, this is what's circulating, you know? Let's see the next. And I like what PBD said here.
Job as a man and a husband and a father. Security is your number one job as the FBI director, the president. The current president is Biden. VP Kamala, that's your job to protect me, you, us, our families. You're not doing it. What the hell are you waiting for? It's a basic phone call. 2 hours, call every head of state. What the fuck is going on here? Is this you? Because I'm shooting this shit down. And I swear to God, if I find out it's you, it's over. Do you understand me? You think I'm playing with you? We're not. What do you want to do? It's ours. Take the shit down right now. Out. And whatever you have, give me every single file. And if you don't, public scrutiny and 200, 300% of tariff coming your way and sanctions on your country for 1 year. I swear to God, the fear of death is coming your way. Closest thing to it. This is like... Anyways, let's go to the next story.
We've been dealing with this for a month, man. For a month. You're going to tell me they don't know? We can send SpaceX up and, ooh, we celebrate. Oh, the rocket. Look at the rocket. Look at the rocket. Oh, Elon Musk. Oh, look at the rockets. Landing, and they can't figure this out. And they don't have imagery. And they don't know. Come on. Come on. This is from 1 hour ago over LaGuardia Airport, okay? Illegal to fly it over an airport. This is in Queens, New York. They're just sitting there. How are the flights even taking off? It is unreal. Like, it's gotta be some type of joke. But if you want to say that we're desensitized, we are desensitized. Americans have been completely desensitized. People want these things shot down. Okay? That's what's going on. I think it's a PSYOP false flag. I think now that Syria is gone, they're hearing rumors, they're trying to say it's Iran, they have a mothership. They want to finish the job, bro. There's only one domino left in the Middle East, and that's Iran. So they want to finish the job. Whoever started doing what they're doing over there, you know exactly who's doing what. They want to mop up, man. They want to finish. At this point, they're already accused again for crimes again. They want to finish. They want to finish their work. That's all. So Trump is having a great week, man. Trump was ringing the bell on Wall Street today. He just got named Person of the Year. Trumpy, he's having a great couple of weeks, bro. Must be good to be Donald Trump. 20 days into this thing and the Pentagon still has no answers for us. This kid, Luigi Mangione, hard turn from wealth and success to murder suspect. What do you guys think about him? Drop a comment, man. I'm tired of talking about him. I find it fascinating that women are fantasizing about him. They want to sleep with him. Like, this is crazy, bro. Sick world we live in, bro. Regardless, I agree. The healthcare system is broken. What they do to people is wrong. At the end of the day, a man lost his life. He has women and, children, family. People don't have any respect for them. I'm not saying to feel bad for the guy, but we don't know him. Who are we to judge? Maybe he was a good guy trying to fix it. We don't know anything about him. People just assume things right away, I'm not saying they're good. I agree. The system's broken. Speaking of broken, Biden issues 39 presidential pardons and commutes 1,500 sentences. Okay? This is where the money comes in. This is how corrupt people get back out. Boom, 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 pardons. Okay? But you know who's dying for a pardon? Didn't I say this once he met with Trumpy? They're all kissing his butt, man. Eric Adams proves how desperate he is for a pardon from Trump. Eric Adams is trying his best to get on the incoming border czar's good side in the hopes that President-elect Trump blesses him with a pardon. The corruption-addled New York City mayor met with Tom Homan on Thursday to discuss the city's role in Trump's imminent master deportation plans. Adams, who personally requested the meeting with Homan, has made it clear that he plans to fully cooperate. You got to love these politicians, man. They'll do whatever, however, to save their own asses, and they have no honor. Amazon's donating $1 million to Trump inauguration. Jeff Bezos is kissing some ass. Ooh, Trumpy. Ooh, Trumpy. They're kissing his ass, bro. They're sucking his ass, bro. Him and Zucky. Yes, Trump. Yeah, okay. Whatever you need, Trump. It's funny, man. It's hilarious. Things have changed, man. Things have changed. I should take a drive on the turnpike. I'm not far, man. I should go look for these damn drones. I should go see what they look like, right? Crazy. UCLA student sues California doctors, says she was fast-tracked into transgender surgery. The lawsuit alleges Kaya Clementine Breen, who's 20 years old, was misdiagnosed with gender dysphoria and rushed into irreversibly damaging transition-related treatment and surgery. So, she experienced abuse as a young child, and by the time she was 11, she began struggling with the thought of developing into a woman and began to believe that life would be easier if she were a boy. Notice how there was abuse, which led to mental, I promise you, and I feel really horrible for this person. I don't hate quote-unquote transgender people. But there's something, like we can't bend reality for you. You got the right to live however you want. But to allow minors at the age of 11 to do irreversible damage without them fully comprehending, they don't even have a fully developed brain yet, this is wrong. And any parent that does it should be tried as a criminal. And she's just one of many proofs of why no one should be able to do anything like that until they're at least 18 years old. I don't think they should do it at all. God made you beautiful the way you are. This is lack of faith. This is where religion, in my opinion, saves people, man. And I don't care which religion, because they're all against this type of stuff, except for these that are trying to change God's words again. So it's very sad, and I feel for her. She was suffering from anxiety, depression, undiagnosed post-traumatic stress disorder. She began to receive transition-related care at 12 years old. She started receiving puberty-suppressing medication at 12. Can you imagine taking pills to suppress your body from doing what it's supposed to do? That's crazy to me. That is just wild. Unbelievably wild. And they want us to support this. People like Gavin Newsom, he's a fucking loser, dude. We got to protect that person. They're not fully an adult yet. They don't realize. Let me tell you something. I injured this finger when I was in second grade. If you look, one of it is a little deformed. I call it Biggie Smalls, like the rapper. It's my pinky, but he's got a belly. So he's called Biggie Smalls. I fell down the stairs. They left me unaccompanied. I injured this thing. It's never been the same, right? It's in second grade. My dad ends up taking the school to court, whatever. They only awarded me a couple thousand. I didn't realize that until I turned 18, I had a right up until on my 18th birthday to reopen that case and resue, and I would have. I didn't realize my rights because I was still a minor, and I could have said, no, this settlement wasn't fair. I didn't have a say in it, and I didn't get compensated correctly. I didn't know that. I didn't know that existed in law, by the way. It's the same thing. Why am I responsible for a minor until they're 18? If my kids do something wrong, criminally negligent, and I'm shown for being reckless, I can get arrested as a parent because they are not charged the same way we are. Why? Because they don't have the same capacity. This is a fact. Scientifically, their brains are not fully developed. And even once they're fully developed, you don't have wisdom yet. So to allow them to mutilate themselves. Now, I met someone, to be fair, and God knows, I met someone in, where were we? I was in the Sarasota area. I went on a podcast with a clown. He's a fucking clown. If he's watching, you're a clown. Who didn't release the episode, just like Billy Carson. He had Billy Carson on his show. He released the alien stuff, but when I schooled his ass, when he came at me trying to attack religion and organized religion, but he'll support alien bullshit all fucking day, I fucking destroyed him on his own show. He won't release the episode. I'm not going to name him. He won't release the episode. He's a fucking clown. He's a hypocrite, in my opinion. Flew me down there, spent fucking $7,000, whatever the fuck he spent, first class. It's all good. Clown. Because that's what these people do. They want to talk nonsense, and then you fucking destroy them. And they don't want you to air it. They don't air it. That's why he won't air the episode. So just know that I was on a show, and he's not releasing the episode because he's a fucking clown. I'll give you a little bit of why I think he didn't release it. He was attacking organized religion. Religion's the problem. People shouldn't believe in any type of religion. I said, my friend, then whose moral compass should we go on? I said, you know why I believe in a creator? I believe in a creator that sent guidance down to humanity. We fucked up, not him. We fucked up. He sent us these books. We changed them. We altered them. We did things. I don't believe the Quran has been altered, but I can prove a lot of other books have. In my opinion, again, don't take offense to this, but where I'm going with it is just the interpretation of these books dictated by priests and people. You got to remember, in Christianity also, only the priests had access to these books in the beginning. They were the only ones allowed to study and spread it. Go look it up. If you don't believe me, go look it up. So they were hoarding the power and the knowledge and dictating to people and manipulating, in my opinion, certain meanings and stuff. And that's across the board in all faiths, including Islam. You got preachers that will take the text and manipulate it and try to convince someone that they can give up their life with a fucking bomb. It happens in that religion also. I'm going to always be fair. I'm always going to be fair. I promise you. So for me, I think what happened with that podcast was he was basically trying to imply like organized religion is the reason the world is the way it is. No, it's not religion's fault. You know why it's not religion's fault? For all of you that say, if the world had no religion, like that fucking Beatle that got whacked. Lennon, he got whacked in Central Park in Strawberry Fields Forever. As they glorified drugs, as they glorified the occult, as they had Aleister Crowley on their fucking cover of the Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club. Aleister Crowley. As they glorified LSD. Lucy in the sky with diamonds. Because when you don't have God, you go to drugs, you go to alcohol, you go to ayahuasca. Wait till you have a bad trip. Wait till you have a bad trip. I've helped so many people that have come off that shit, that had serious problems after they went on their journeys with ayahuasca. He asked me, he goes, basically trying to destroy. I said, the problem's not religion, bro. The problem's lack of religion. Because all the religions say the same thing. Don't do to other people what you don't want done to you. Don't kill. Don't take life. Don't be greedy. Don't cheat on your wife and husband. Don't be a fucking scumbag. Don't be a piece of shit. How the fuck is that religion's fault? It's the people's fault. They have free will. That's the gift that God gave us. Look, I can do this. I can touch my nose. It's free will. If the religion says don't kill them, they kill. How is that the religion's fault that they killed someone? How are they a follower? How are they a member? I could call myself whatever I want. But if I'm not living to the core principles of the faith, then how the fuck am I anything? I find it funny when I see Jewish people eating pork and they go, I'm Jewish. But how the fuck you're not supposed to eat pork? Why are you eating pork? You know? You're not supposed to deal in interest. Why are you dealing in interest? And I can go on and on and on. You got the guy that owns Pornhub telling you he's a Jew and he believes in God. But what God do you believe in? Because I know there's a fire waiting for your fucking ass. There's a fire that's waiting for you, bro. The amount of destruction you do on the earth to people's souls and the women that are involved and everything that goes on that website, I would not want to be that man on the day of judgment. But to call him a Jew, what kind of Jew is he? What kind of 10 Commandments is he following? What Torah is he reading? You know what I'm saying? Same thing. Guy blows up a building with kids and women and children. You're not a Muslim. You're not. Book says, do not kill non-combatants. So how the fuck is this religion's fault? You explain to me when the rules of the religion say don't do this, don't do this, don't do that, don't have premarital sex, don't have sex out of wedlock. How is it religion's fault? We can see how the world's become without religion. If you think it's good, then you didn't live before the internet. I think the world was a better place. I really do. People called you up. They came to visit. Family had respect. Divorce rate was down. More people were together. It was real. It was organic. People generally liked seeing each other. Now you see someone online, but you run away from them in the supermarket. You're like, shit, that's the guy from Facebook. I don't want to fuck. It's so fake, man. So it's not, it's not religion's fault. It's lack of following their religions, in my humble opinion. And I'm giving you the reason why. In any event, we live in interesting times indeed. New Jersey and Minnesota sue Glock, the hand maker of guns, over switch that allows pistols to fire like a machine gun. New Jersey and Minnesota sued Glock on Thursday, calling on the gun maker to stop selling firearms that can be adapted with dime-sized switches to fire up to 1,200 rounds a minute. That's fire, yo. Shit. I got a couple Glocks, yo. I can turn that shit into a 1,200 a round fucking... How does a spring not overheat in that gun, man? That's crazy. So they're trying to block that. UN General Assembly demands ceasefire in Gaza and backs UN agency helping Palestinian refugees. Okay, that's what's going on over there. Israeli strike in Gaza kills another 25 people. Well, who cares? At this point, no one cares anymore. These people, they're not human. They don't deserve to live. They don't deserve any peace. They don't deserve food. They don't deserve nothing. They should be destroyed, right? I guess that's the right answer. I guess That's what we should do. We should just wipe them out, right? And we should clap. We should celebrate. It's really sad what's gone on around the world, really. For those of you that forgot, there's a war in Ukraine. Russian forces less than 2 miles from Kyiv, Ukrainian city. I guarantee you, if I had to make a prediction, God knows best, I guarantee you Ukraine falls by March completely. I think Russia traded Syria for Ukraine, is what I'm thinking. That's what I'm thinking. I think they agreed, backdoor deals, blah, 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 blah. I think that's probably what happened. I think Ukraine, unfortunately, if you're Ukrainian, your money's about to run out. Donald Trump boys coming in, and you don't have the resources to continue this war much longer. So if I had to predict March, April, the latest, Ukraine falls to Russia. Probably more than they want. Or they strike a deal and just say, hey, annex that part of what you want and just leave us the rest, please. Texas House introduces a bill to establish a strategic Bitcoin reserve. Here's what Texas bill to establish a strategic reserve for Bitcoin could mean for the U.S. The proposed bill would enable the state to start building a strategic Bitcoin reserve by accepting tax. Here you go. Welcome to the new world order. Elon's going to come in. He's going to pick whichever coin, probably XRP if I had to guess, or Doge if I had to guess. They're going to make it normal. There's people from the Treasury that back XRP, which is why I think that will be the one that people take. Hey, I might not I know a little bit. I'm not a master. Welcome to the new world order. So, yeah, we're in trouble, man. I'm telling you. People are so short-sighted with the greed, they don't realize that they're being led by the Pied Piper, which is why I strongly believe homeboy that owns, you know what, that sends spaceships up into space, controlled op, in my opinion. I've said this for years. I do not trust him at all, bro. Zero. Okay? I just don't. Free speech today, not tomorrow, brother. One push of a button and X, have a nice day. Have a nice day. I don't trust anybody right now. They got to prove. They have to earn our trust. They talk a great fucking game. Prove it. Do something about it. End the fucking wars. End the fucking corruption. Put term limits. End fucking lobbying. You're worried about knocking out agencies? What about passing? Talk about lobbying, bro. Oh, they can't because Trump gets lobbied too. Fuck. He's going to save us, though. He gets lobbied too. So you can't make it illegal when you're taking it. So you tell me how we're going to fix the corruption. If you can't get rid of lobbying, don't talk to me about an ethical America. Do not talk to me about an ethical America. Today I called up a building inspector. I'm selling something, or I was looking into something, asking how many units can I put here. They tell you no, but then if you know the mayor, people, you give them an envelope. This is the way shit gets done. It's completely fucking corrupt. The entire system, man, from our towns to our cities to our states. If you know the right people, if you got envelopes, if you got gold bars like fucking Bob Menendez, that fucker. These are the types of people that have been. He's nothing compared to what's in that fucking building, I promise you. Bob Menendez was the fucking tip of the iceberg of the type of people that have been running our fucking government. So until you get rid of corruption, bribery, fucking lobbying, term limits, you tell me how we're going to be saved. You tell me. You explain how that works. And in 4 years. Who knows? They could all be in on it, man. New world order. I think that's it for tonight, my friends. I see you on here, 100 of you. That's the most people I've had on this stream since I started a couple of years ago, and they suppressed. So I want to thank you. Make sure you drop a comment, share it, please. Tell your friends and family. I'm going to probably release an episode dealing with Billy Carson and Wes Huff, whatever the fuck his name is, Wesley Huff. A full episode either tomorrow or Saturday before I leave. I have a business trip. I have to take care of some stuff. I'm going to bring my mobile studio with me, so quality might be down just a little bit, but I promise to keep staying in contact with all of you. And again, if you know of interesting stories, please send them to the Instagram or to the email info@Bek Lover. Please don't send me things that are 5 years old because I've already seen them all a million times. Send me stuff that maybe people don't know about yet, or you help me break some news. I really appreciate when you do that, by the way. And I will give you a shout out if I use it. You know, this story was referred by X and X user. I want to thank you for your contribution to Interesting Times with Bek Lover. I see you all in the chat. Stacy, Wolbeck, K Young Butter, Yuri, Ryan, Roland, X, Jacob, all of you showing love. I don't know if anyone super chatted, but if you did, thank you. If not, you guys are being cheap, you fuckers, but I guess it's the holidays and you got to buy some gifts. So do that. Take care of your family. You know, because if you don't buy them something, I guess you don't love them. We gotta be materialistic now. We gotta be materialistic. I appreciate you all. We live in interesting times. Interesting times indeed, my friends. This world is not easy, man. So many times you're gonna get kicked right in the chest by life. You're gonna question why you're even on this fucking planet. You're gonna wish you weren't fucking born. But I promise you, if you hang tough in those rough moments and you don't give up, you're gonna be glad you didn't. If your name is Yuri Grizel and you just send us a nice super chat for $20, we love you, bro. Shout out to my man Yuri. Never give up. Never surrender. I had a horrible day today. I'm feeling so much better. I went to the gym, I ran. Go to my Instagram, you're gonna see my ass, my fat ass sweating. I was sweating everywhere. I was drenching in sweat. I sat in the sauna, I said, you know what? I'm blessed, man. Okay, I had a bad day. I came home, I prayed. I'm feeling great. I did the show. I ended the day better than I started it. And even if you're having a bad year, I've been there too. A new one's about to start. Never fall into despair. I don't care how bad it is. People have had it worse than you have it right now. No matter how bad it is. It could be the most horrible thing. I promise you, there's another person that had worse than you and they got through it. So you can't give up. And that's what the comeback team is all about. That's the work that I love doing. We just launched our first episode on the other channel. Please follow that channel, The Comeback Team. You can go to thecomebackteam.com and follow that. Follow the podcast on Spotify. I'm going to be dropping episode after episode. I'm going to put some of the old ones up first to build the channel up, and I'm going to start releasing episode after episode of the most interesting and fascinating people in the world. This is your boy, Bek Lover. Thank you for your support. Yuri, thank you. Have a wonderful night. This is your boy, Bek Lover, and we live in interesting times. Thank you, Richard Ramirez. If you would have told me I have my own theme song one day, I would have laughed at you. You gotta love Fiverr, man. You can get anything on there. Good night, everybody. Your boy, Bek Lover. Signing.